Hey everybody, Lucas Welsh here, and today we've got this custom, super high-end, beautiful little parlor guitar. Gotcha! This is a solo guitar kit, okay? This is solid plywood all day, every day, baby kind of guitar. Okay, let's get a little look at it. This is a parlor size. Uh, it's like a sapelli back and a spruce, all laminate, Um, I can't remember. I should have looked the spec up on what they said the neck was made out of. This is a kit guitar. So the guitar itself comes, assembled. The neck has to be put on. The bridge has to be put on. All the tuning, the tuners. There's fretwork that needs to be done. And then, of course, a complete setup. So my daughter and I actually did this guitar up about 3 years ago. And so I figured it would be kind of neat to do a little bit of a 3-year review and see where we're at and go from there. So we didn't modify anything really on the shape or profile, but there is enough headstock here that if a person wanted to square this off or modify this, you well could. We didn't do inlays, but this is Posca pen on here. And it's a water-based coloring pen. And then what I did is I finished the whole guitar with a water-based, just a water-based rattle can, Watco, over everything. I didn't do a pore fill on the back or anything like that. It's fairly porous, but I mean, it doesn't bother me. We weren't going for a real super high glossy finish anyway, so it's kind of got that matte sheen to it. But I was really happy with the water-based spray can lacquer, whatever. I can't even remember what it was. I'll see if I can figure it out. So the guitar itself came pre-put together. It's reasonably well done for a kit guitar. There is a couple things, okay? Knowing a little bit more now about everything and all the workings, I should have adjusted the neck angle a little bit more. As you can see, the bridge has got, so we have to shave the bridge a little bit. But the bridge was beefy enough as it is. So, but it has a low saddle in it. And we shaved the bridge a little bit. On the extension here, there's no frets right up to the sound hole, but whatever, not a big deal. But what there was a little bit of unevenness going on there, and it almost looked like there had been a scoop with a drum sander or something, that had sat too long and got a little bit dished out. Again, not a big deal. We kind of just smoothed out that transition a little bit so that it wouldn't be quite as noticeable. Went from there. The fretwork, like I said, it needed a going over, which was to be expected. I think that's kind of the idea of the kit, and I don't think it's it's pretty easy to assemble. It's a dovetail style neck, so you got to glue it in. And clamp it. There's no bolts. A bolt-on might have been a little bit easier to manage, but not a big deal. Of course, I've got all the tools for everything, so it didn't really matter. The bridge, glued down well, and it was located pretty easily. What else? The tuners are just, like run-of-the-mill, average tuners, but they work fine. There's nothing wrong with how they work. I'm sure they're, about the cheapest tuner that you can get your hands on. But they tune well. They hold tune. They don't slip. The ratio, like the gear ratio, seems to be good. The only thing I did here, actually, so it's been 3 years. I kind of cleaned up a few of the fret ends. It's gotten a little dried out, over the last few years here. Whatever, not a big deal. Again, pretty standard kind of stuff. Um, and then I tweaked the action a little bit and swapped out the strings. She's been pretty steady. It hasn't seen a ton of playing, but it has been played. New strings. Pretty heavy pick there. I have fairly light action on here, and I'm a little bit of a heavy hitter, so she's got a couple little buzzes on there when I play it. I'd have to play it for a bit to feel it a little more. It's got a nice scarf jointed headstock here. That's been really quite well done. So the neck is kind of a multi-layer. Like we've got a couple different pieces going there on the heel, which is totally normal. And I don't know if I can show you that, if you can see that scarf joint. So the neck actually goes right up into there. And here's the angle. Let's see if I can. Where are we here? So that's kind of the angle that the scarf joint is on there. But anyway, I think for this was like a couple $100. Prices have changed so much in the last few years, and honestly, I didn't check what the most recent price is on this guitar kit from Solo Guitars. Yeah, there it is. 3-year review on the little Solo guitar. I'd recommend this to anybody. It's an easy project. The only thing I would say, be prepared to do the fretwork. You got to know how to do a setup. You got to get the bridge, which is pre-located for you, but you do have to install it and make sure that the location is right. I mean, I would always just double check that. And then be prepared to adjust your neck angle a little bit if need be. Like I said, I should have adjusted mine a little bit more than I did, but it's holding together well, and overall I think it's a good value, and especially for a kind of a project guitar that you just want to do something with your hands, but you don't have the tools to do all of the work or the know-how, to do the bracing. It's X-braced in there, so anyway, there you have it. Thanks for watching.